ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 feet 9 inches. He also is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He holds the coveted lineal heavyweight title from Manchester, England. Please welcome the renowned, the colorful, and the undefeated former unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
He's got it strong belief. My lover's got no money, he's got it strong belief. Want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrifying, Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrifying, Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrifying, Fury's on fire. Na 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 na.
You want me to go on stage?
Guys, look how small you are, you know, midget. Hey.
You the one who was on the ground. I was standing on top of you. I was standing on top of you.
Yeah.
You ever heard of David and Goliath?
Yeah.
You know that story, what happened. It's going to happen again. And
You
it's going to
don't
happen
believe
this
in
time
all
around.
You don't believe in David and Goliath.
You ain't getting enough.
Trust me. You couldn't keep me down when I was four. When I was training like a doctor, you couldn't keep me down then. You definitely can't keep me down now.
I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Stop pushing forward.
I'm going to show you better. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Look at him, it's like a featherweight across the room.
I'm show you better I can tell you.
Light heavyweight.
When your eyes
Copy
back
like
your
a
head and your veins supposed to not to your neck. We'll see.
100%. Never been so sure in my life.
And that's been running through your head. That's been running through your head for so long. That's been running through your head. We'll see. We'll see. I was standing over you.
I
was standing over you. You weren't standing over me. I was standing over you.
And what's
I
that
was
do
the
for you?
superior
What's
one.
it do for you?
I was the one over you. You didn't do nothing. You didn't know how you got up. You can't even remember certain things in the fight. Because you lost memory. And I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure you lose more than that, baby. I'm going to make sure you lose more. I'm going to make sure you lose more than that. Trust me.
We'll see on the night. We've only got a few more days.
Everything I told you
to my
came
belt
to
for me.
48 hours. 48 hours.
Keep it nice and
Don't
clean.
stay on to that.
And polish it for me
That's
as well.
individual.
It's coming home with me.
48 hours. We'll see. We'll see, baby.
We'll see.
I'm going to tower
We'll
over
see,
you
Bob
again.
Squad. We'll see.
I'm going to tower over you again. Timber!
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking
Timber!
forward to it.
Like I told you before. Timber, and it's going to happen again, and this time I
No,
promise
you
you
don't.
ain't getting
I'm going to punch your
Oh,
face
man,
right
you don't
in.
believe the shit you
Punch
saying,
your
bro.
face in.
You
I'm
don't
going to
believe
laugh at
nothing
you.
you saying.
You couldn't even beat me last time.
saying.
3 years out the ring,
don't
and I
believe
still
nothing
beat
you
you.
saying.
You had to rob me.
You had
to
2
get
warm-ups.
to get
You had
caught.
10 trainers.
Keep your undefeated
You had 3
record.
fights. You
I
supposed to
come
be
to
in
your
shape.
show. Now
You
you
supposed
work
to
for
be
me.
in shape. You had 2
on this ring as a
warm-ups.
challenger.
You had 3 trainers.
You're challenging.
You had
You're
10
champion.
trainers. You spend hell of a lot of money to get there. You're supposed to be in shape. What are you talking about, boy? What are you talking
Challenger.
about? But I'm going to stand over your
You're
body.
right to make numbers
I'm going to stand over your body like a murder scene. And I'm going to be the detective over you looking.
I'm the dominant.
Like I said, I promise. Everything I said came in the past. Nothing you said came in the past. Nobody trusts nothing that you say. I don't believe nothing you say. I don't believe that's a sign right there. That's a sign right there. I get criticized. I laid you out. You saw your life flash before your eyes. Everybody did. Yeah. Even your man. Everybody did. Everybody did. And guess what? And guess what? Part 2. I'm finished the bid a little bit. Oh yeah, he's scared. He better be sure. He's supposed to be because it's part 2. And when that bell ring, can't nobody say. Can't nobody say.
Bring this attitude to
Part 2. Can't nobody say. I'm gonna bring more than that.
Bring this energy with you. Bring it with you.
Sounds good.
Can't bring this with you.
Hello, old ball man.
Well, the original plan was going to be Shelly, nice to have you as well. Extra security is always welcome. Please, Shelly. They will be up in a little bit. Great. Excellent. Good.
Hey, it was a great moment.
Perhaps far beyond my better
Your
judgment.
whole 6'9" body just laying across like a bird seat. And I'm gonna do it again.
Well, it's nice to be with you guys again. Good to be with you, champ. Tyson, good to be with you.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Why the... Nice to see you as well. I was planning on sitting over here, but based on the circumstances, I'll think I'll, beyond my better judgment, sit right here and hope nothing happens. Why the change in tone? I said to you about a month ago, I said it to you as well, I've marveled at how deferential the two of you have been in the lead up to this fight. You guys have shown great respect. You were well measured when we were together in LA a couple times, a month and a half ago and then a month ago. But fight week changes things clearly. Fight changes things clearly. So here's what I'd like to do, if we can keep some composure here and some guardrails to a well-managed conversation. And by the way, I do want to congratulate you on both arriving to this point. And on behalf of boxing media and boxing fans and American sports fans, also thank the two of you for leading the way with what needs to be a more common trend in the sport. And that is simply the best fighting the best. Willing to say, forget business boundaries. This is what the sport should be on top of the mountain. So congratulations for that, as simply arriving to this point for all of us to take this in. And also thank you for the past month and a half, 2 months of unprecedented access, great, varied, and thoughtful interviews, because the promotional lead-up has been sensational. So let's try to continue that in what is the last time you guys are speaking here on stage and to the public, the third and final time. You'll have the weigh-in on Friday, which both networks will be bringing, and then, of course, the pay-per-view comes Saturday night at 9. As the WBC champ and the holder of the green belt, and this being your 11th title defense with 41 knockouts, I will give you the opening comment here. You have a live mic, but we're going to respect his opening comments however you would like to start this news conference, Chief.
Well, what can I say? This is the final countdown, like I said, and we all should be happy. This is the moment in time that we've all been waiting for. The biggest fight of both our lives, unfinished business, as I call it. And I can't wait. Y'all know me, when I say I can't wait, I mean every word of it. You know, it's torturing for me the week of the fight to be able to have to sit around and wait as the days drop, as the hours fall down, the seconds fall, just to sit here to wait to put my hands on the body. You know, this is what I've been preparing myself for. This is what I've been waiting so many months for. This could have been happening a long time ago, but somebody put on their running shoes. And they should have. They needed more warm-ups. They needed to get themselves convinced that they're their best when they know they're not. I can't wait. And don't he dare ever, he better not ever say he got me to big time boxing. Ever in this game, I'm gonna slap him. Because if anybody brought somebody to big time boxing, it's me. Don't ever forget, when I found you was strung out on coke. When I found you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat, and I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. I brought you to big time boxing. The last time you were here, what did you do? Who came up and showed and saw you? How many? 15 the first time, 35 the second time. When I came, how many showed up? Down there sold it out. This time around, I sold the pay-per-view too. And this time around, they here for me to see unfinished business.
Untrue.
That's fact. That is fact.
I took over the division, not you.
That is fact. I'm talking.
Tyson, I give you your
I'm
biggest
talking banana peel.
you've ever had.
I'm talking big woman.
You was fighting
I'm talking
in
big
front
mama.
of 100,000 people.
I'm talking big mama.
on
I
TV.
brought you back.
You know, you're a bum.
You were
Nobody
strung
knows
out
you
on
in your own country.
cocaine, bruh.
No one knows you.
You were big as a house,
I thought you could
bruh.
cherry pick me.
You were contemplating about killing yourself because you didn't want to live
And that's the
anymore,
man you wanted to take on, was it?
Bruh,
A man who was going to kill himself.
I said, Fury, get
You thought
your
you was
fat
getting
ass
yourself
up.
an easy victory,
I
did
said,
you?
you get in that
But it
gym.
didn't work
I said,
out,
I
did it?
dare you to come
It
back.
didn't work
I said,
out.
you won't come back. And what you did? Come on.
I come back and kicked your ass all over.
You heard me. You took my advice, didn't you?
Tyson, you want time for an opening comment, or would you like to just engage back?
He can't help himself
Would you
because
like
he
the
knows
time
it's
for an
something
opening
that's
comment?
killing him inside.
All right.
He's talking
can't help
absolute
himself.
nonsense.
Do you just want to engage in this? Which
You
one?
lie about
You want time
everything.
for an opening
I
comment?
tell
Go
the
ahead.
truth
Take
about
it.
everything.
Go
You
ahead.
don't receive it, baby. Let's help you.
Please go ahead. Take a minute for your opening comment, and then we will fully engage here for an hour. Go ahead.
Drugs got him lying so much.
Go ahead, Tyson.
But I revived him. He ain't had to go to rehab. I gave him, I rehabilitated him back. And here he is now, the second time around. No.
Continue. This is your 5 minutes of fame. Continue.
I'm still talking. And here we are now.
Try and speak a little bit more clear, because I can't understand the words you're saying.
I see you hear you.
Are you done with your opening
It's something hitting him in his heart. So I'm going to let him speak.
All right, Tyson, your opening comment, and then trust me, we will go back.
I didn't hit a nerve. He just shaking on the table, what?
Go ahead, Tyson.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
He says he's finished. The floor is yours. Lineal heavyweight champion, sixth defense of the tradition-rich lineal belt. Please, Tyson Fury.
You know, Deontay Wilder spouting a lot of rubbish. He gave me an opportunity today. I give him his biggest paydays of his whole life, got him a big contract with Showtime, brought him to the biggest stage in the world, being Las Vegas, and here he is, this is how he thanks me. He's got a whole lot of appreciation for someone who's fed him, looked after him, and put millions in his account. Very nice person, D. You know, you owe me everything. I brought you to this level. Welcome to big time boxing. It's his second fight on the top. He fought his #1 ranked opponent, Luis Ortiz, in his last fight. He done 300,000 buys. Against 300,000 buys in the biggest country in the world. I can fight a bum and do 1 million views at home, you know. So,
Well, you're not home.
well, I am home, because this is the home of the Gypsy King.
How many did you do?
This is the home of the Gypsy King.
You fought here.
Home of the Gypsy King, Las Vegas.
You remember the time
The
you fought here?
entertainment capital of the world.
How many came and saw
With
you?
the biggest
How
entertainer.
many came and saw your talent?
It was full in here
How
when I
many?
boxed.
It wasn't full.
Full.
1,500.
Full.
You gave away
Get
some
the video
rest of
back up and you'll see.
Last time was
Full.
3,500. You gave away the rest of the tickets.
Listen, you're
to
just
the
a
mold
club show
people.
fighter.
Stop
I'm giving you the opportunity
Stop playing.
to defend your belt.
Stop
But
playing.
when I've took it off you and burst your bubble,
playing.
just like the last British man, you know,
Stop playing.
came here, burst the bubble of an undefeated fighter,
see, they always-
and then boom, they always get beat,
See,
beat
people like,
again.
see, they always want to take the credibility of when we invent something, they want to write their name on this shit. It's been through history and time, and here it is again, right before our very first
Damn right.
You want to take
Damn
the
right.
credibility of something that you don't have no claim to name to. I brought you back. I gave you the biggest person. Everything you say is what I've done to you. Just keep it real, bro. We fighters. There ain't no shame in our
There's no
game.
need,
It's
there's no
supposed
need
to
to
be
carry
like
on
that.
talking bullshit.
Wow, y'all
Ready
are,
to
bro.
fight. Whether you're whatever you want to be, an actor or whatever. Listen,
I'm
bring your A
Deontay
game
Wilder,
on your
the baddest
acting
man
night
on the planet,
Saturday
the hardest
night.
hitter puncher
Yeah,
in
I'll put you
boxing
with your
history,
permanent
period.
retirement.
The
Don't
one
worry
that's
about
gonna
that.
whoop your ass and put
Like
everything
you did
else
last time, yeah?
rest, just like I did the last
Didn't do
time.
it last time.
You still think, how many times you dreamt about the 12 round?
Never.
Because that's the only thing that y'all can promote. Hello? Can you talk? Cat got your tongue? Tissue in your mouth?
Let's have a great conversation about that 12th round in a moment. What I want to focus in on right
well,
now
here it
is
is.
the path that you both took to arrive here. So a look back at the past year and how you both have arrived to the pile. And, of course, it's available on pay-per-view. We're going to take a quick break.
You know, the Vancouver, hey,
would have been great. AB, would have been great. As Wilder said, judges are fine, but here's the judge. And don't worry about the scorecards.
Champions in what has been an electric final news conference here from the MGM Grand, getting set to host its 14th heavyweight championship fight, and this will be only the third heavyweight championship rematch in history after a draw in the first fight. Deontay Wilder, the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion, now joined by his longtime trainer, JD, he's out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury, with the guy who's going to be the chief second for the first time in a fight with Tyson, and that is from the famed Kronk Gym, Sugar Hill Stewart. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I wanted to get into fight strategy right away, but this took such a different turn today compared to the tone that we've seen in most of the promotion for this fight that I will start with simply asking you your reaction to what you've seen out of your two fighters here in the course of the past 45 minutes. Jay?
It's appalling. It's horrible. No, I'm kidding. It's fight week. It's fight week. This is what's supposed to happen. You know, it's one thing when it's 3 months out, 2 months out, but when it's the time, when it's that week, it's supposed to get like this. This is what happens when you have the two best heavyweights in the world, both undefeated, both highly motivated, both as competitive as two humans on earth can be. This is what happens. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Sugar?
I'm excited about it, watching the fighters' reactions. You know, everything's been quiet. Everything's been subtle. Today you saw the mood swings. You saw all the hard work that these fighters have been putting into their training camps. You just saw a little glimpse of it on the stage here. The emotions are going up, the emotions are going down. Emotions are going up, they're going back down. This is what big time boxing is. These two guys are professional, but they still have their emotions. They still have their, you know, the chip on their shoulder. They both want that win. Both of these fighters are just, you know, expressing themselves like they should.
Sugar, you're one of the biggest variables in this entire lead up to this fight because the news of Ben Davison being out, still a great relationship, it has been proven, your former trainer with you. But here we go, nearly a decade ago you came over stateside and you spent time in Detroit at the famed Kronk with the late great Emanuel Stewart, Sugar's uncle, and you formed a bond also with your cousin Andy Lee, who will be working the corner with Sugar Hill. Why the return to Kronk?
Because like I said many times in the build-up to this fight, what I did last time clearly wasn't good enough. So we had to change it up, and we're going to look for the knockout. And who better or what better club to go to than Kronk?
What do you feel like you delivered over the course of the last 8 weeks to Tyson? Sure.
I feel like I delivered everything that he asked for. He wanted to be better technical. He wanted to be more aggressive. He wanted to be a big, tall, dominant heavyweight.
Well, you guys have specialized in that for years with the heavyweights who have come out of your camp.
Jay, what was your reaction
to the trainer change? What was your reaction to the fact that this camp went in a different direction?
It surprised me because I think the world of Ben. I think Ben and Tyson have kind of been through hell and back together, and they were great for each other. It's almost, to use an English equivalent musically, you know, you had Lennon and McCartney were fantastic separately, but together there was magic. And I think that Tyson and Ben had that kind of magic, probably still do on a personal level. Now Javon Sugar is training him, and he's a great trainer. So I expect the very best Tyson Fury, and that's what we're ready for, is the best Tyson Fury, because when Deontay wins this fight, you know, I want Deontay to get the full credit for beating Fury at his absolute best. I don't want there to be any talk. I want both guys at their best, and I think that's what we got.
Guys, this camp has been very open in discussing their strategy, also in discussing the weight that you want to come in on when you step on the scale come Friday afternoon. Let's go and show the weights of what has been your recent fights, because you are expected to come in upwards of potentially 15 pounds north of when you first fought, as you see the fight at 256.5 against Wilder back in December of 2018, and then what you did against Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz. Why come in at the heavier weight? Sugar?
Why not? Tyson Fury's 6'9". He's not 6'4", 6'5". He can carry that weight along with the power. He's a big, strong heavyweight, and the weight's not going to hurt him. He still moves around just like a super middleweight. Still, you know, has the ring IQ to set things up, and just add some punching power to his arsenal. 270 pounds is not a problem.
And then we've also heard from the fighters discussing what you say of, hey, second round knockout, I'm stepping right to him. Why not go that? We discussed that between the three of us earlier. But Jay, when you hear Tyson and Sugar Hill Stewart being so open and discussing, we're going to come in bigger, we're going to step to the WBC champ, what did you think?
I mean, whatever they do is what they do, and I think that if Tyson comes forward like he says he's going to, it's going to be lead to opportunities for Deontay, because we don't worry about weight regardless. With Deontay, we don't even use the scale at the gym. What he weighs is what he weighs. As long as he's training hard and eating well, which he's doing those things, what he weighs, he weighs. He's a freak of nature, and so what the other guy does is not that much of a concern from a strategy point, because Deontay's always the lighter guy. I mean, in all these 40-plus fights, he's probably been outweighed in all but 4 of them or so. So it's normal. He's fought guys 100-plus pounds heavier. It's never been an issue. In fact, it's usually advantageous.
What do you think you're going to weigh on Friday? What do you think you'll be on the scale in?
Well, I really don't know, but I've been waking up around about 2:30.
2:30.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably come in the high 220s.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm maybe coming in 230, so somewhere around there.
You guys bring a calming force to everything up here. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sugar, Jay, we're going to let you go. We're going to take another break here, the final news conference of Wilder Fury 2. And then, gentlemen, we will let you have your final comments and one last stare down. We're going to continue on from Vegas. Stay with us. Great job, guys. Thank you for joining us.
It's a lot more exciting than we're not.
Of course, you can go to foxsports.com/pay-per-view and click buy now, or download the Fox Sports app to stream it live from your favorite device. You can also go to ESPNplus.com/Wilder Fury, click buy now, or watch it on the ESPN app. Go to the ESPN Plus tab, click on Wilder Fury Fight Tile, also available on pay-per-view. Joe Tessitore sandwiched between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. It has been a fascinating and I think now people motivated very much here to see what happens on Saturday night. Past hour of a visit with 2 of you. I thank you for that. I thank you for engaging in such a thoughtful conversation after all the vitriol that we had early on here. But now I have a sense that it could be bubbling up again, as I will offer each of you the chance for your closing comments. Respectfully, I will ask for you to just sit back, let Tyson go first, then you will have your opportunity. We'll wrap things up, and then one final face-off. Everybody good with that? Tyson, the floor is yours. No face-off, says Aram. Gentlemen, you can do as you please, but Aram doesn't want it. Please, go ahead, Tyson.
Lastly, thank you for everyone who turned up today, all the news and media from around the world. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Not going to go on all day. Fight's going to be an amazing fight. If it's anything like what we've done today, it should be a very, very good fight to watch. Tune in on Saturday night, Fox Pay-Per-View, ESPN Plus, and BT Sport Box Office. Be there, be square. That's it.
Very professional. Thank you. Deontay, final comments of the final press conference.
Like I said, it's the final countdown right here. You know, you can see that we're emotionally invested in this. We want to give you guys the best of us. Come Saturday night, we're going to release all our negative energy in the ring, and it's going to stay there. You know, after the fight, you know, we're going to be able to come together and give each other hugs and tell what great job we done. You know, right now, you know, it's time, and this is the moment we all been waiting for. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm sure it's the moment he's been waiting for as well. To have so many so many people, so many eyes looking in to put the heavyweight division on notice. And it's been throughout these last few years, it's been tremendous what's been going on. And as our first fight, as y'all can see, you know, it was amazing. We lit it up, and this time around it won't be no different. You know, I think it'll be even more intensive fight this time around. We know each other a little bit more better, and what more do you want from us? You know, to give our all, and that's what we're gonna do for you guys come Saturday night. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for it, and that's it, baby.
We all can't wait for it. Undefeated heavyweight champions meeting up. This is what the sport should always be, at its very best, and give credit to the two of you for making that happen. Yes, champion.
One last thing, I'd like to thank everyone that's been involved with this, you know, the networks, the promotion, the promoters, the managers, because with fights like this, it's hard to come by, you know, especially nowadays, you know. We always say the best should fight the best, and sometimes that always can't happen. It takes build-up, it takes a certain point in time for that to happen. But this is something that's never been done before. These are two networks, the two biggest networks in sports, Fox and ESPN, and we got, you know, Al Heyman, we got, you know, everybody that's involved. There's so many names to name. There's so many people, and everyone that knows who's involved, man. I just appreciate you from the bottom of my heart to get this fight going, and here we go, guys. I can't wait.
Great credit to PBC and Fox, to the Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum and Top Rank and ESPN. Guys, you brought it in for a nice, calm landing. That was easy. Well done. Champ, good to be with you. Champ, good to be with you. Kate, take it away. We survived somehow. It's all you.